kitchen remodel. Got the floors done, got that wall framed up, and the walls back here done. I'm doing shiny tin. I'm going to do shiny tin on the ceiling too. And the light over the sink, got the sink. And I can't work on it this weekend because my power's been off. However, you have to excuse the clutter because in the remodeling anyway. I've got my internet going. That's awesome. I went and got a generator. It's a bit noisy. But it's doing the trick. I got some lights. Got my internets. And I've been doing a bit of the research on these generators. I can hook this baby up to my panel inside the house and power the whole house. So that is going to be my next project. I can go right through my breaker box, sits right in there, so I can go through the wall and hook it up and power the whole daggum house. I'm gonna build me a little pad right there and a little generator house, so it's got somewhere to sleep at night whenever it's not in use. But I've been out here cleaning up a little bit of the debris. I don't really want to mess with this up here because it's still got power lines. It ain't got power on it. This is the power line coming into the house. That's how low this thing is. I touch it, but really don't want it to die right now. It's really beautiful. The ice, very dangerous. Got out of range there. Look how pretty. You gotta be careful of your footing too because it's pretty slick out here. Look how pretty it is. So my old generator went kaput. It picked a fine time to leave me. There's the old one. It's been a good one. I think I'm going to repair it, but all the fuel lines are just crap on it, and I'm having fuel issues. Mostly because I'm an idiot and left the fuel in it from the last time I used it, and it just dry rotted all the lines. You always run your generators out, and I just didn't do it. And now I'm kind of paying the price. $450 worth of prices, plus the gas to go to Logan. Because there was no generators around me. Everybody else seems to have wanted them. I gotta say, I don't know how the boogers do it without the power. It's pretty tough living. I thought about doing the solar thing, but this way south. And even after everything else is melted, my snow will stay on here for a couple of days at least. Because I don't get no sunshine up here in the wintertime. The south is where the sun is in the wintertime. Now in the summertime it'll be right overhead. And I thought about putting solar panels up and having that for a backup, but I don't think in the wintertime it would be pretty much useless. Anyway, I got some power. I had to do it because all my food in my refrigerator inside definitely was it was starting to thaw out, but the deep freeze outside was doing pretty good. I believe I could have unplugged it anyway, and it done pretty good right now. It is cold, and we've got 2 more storms coming in. That's going to be nice. 2 more. We got an ice storm coming in, I think Monday, and then another one Thursday. And from what I gather, I haven't been in touch with the rest of the world much lately, but I know Sissy was going to have one down south in Texas, and then I heard of another one maybe out west. I put that up last winter. Now I got a big nice dent right in the middle. Looks like a saddle now from a tree hitting across the top of it. That's always good. Anyway, I'm done with storms myself. The bad part about that is they're not done with me. Now it could have been the boogers knocked all these trees down. I'm not gonna hold out the possibility that they did it. It would just be one heck of a coincidence. And that's what, like, when you go out and you look for structures, natural things do occur like this. And pine trees are the world's worst. And something that's really got my attention is this one on the end right here. Because she's a leaning way out that way. And pine trees don't have a very deep root on them. Their roots are right at the top of the ground. I could probably pull that one over with a tractor. So I'm gonna get rid of all three of these. And this whenever it thaws out and I don't freeze to death doing it, a lot of these pine trees are going to be felled. There's some of them I could get if I get there's a fellow down the road with a portable sawmill. I could get some pretty good boards out of some of these. These are smaller ones here, but probably get a few boards out of them, but there's some nice ones on the side of the hill. And I'm going to have to blame my parents for this because I guess Papa got a bunch of pine trees. This was before I was born, before my parents got married. And they planted all these pine trees. So whenever I went into Logan this weekend, I told both of them that they need to come and get their pine trees back. I don't want them no more. There's a big dead one up there. But it's really beautiful. I was wanting to get out today, but I didn't get back home till, oh Lord, it's probably 11 o'clock this evening. And I got to work running. I got an extension cord running here, and I can plug it into where my phone and internet comes in and power up that box and power my Wi-Fi box up, and I got all that. And there was I can't walk over there. You might be able to still see it. The line was on the ground here, and this big power line also had an old internet line. I guess I didn't know this at the time, but it was all on the ground. Well, I got it all fixed back up and had it kind of hanging on the side of the house off the ground anyway, because there is a little bit of energy that goes through those. And I swear it wasn't an hour later after I got that done that the TV and internet people came out and they fixed it up how it was supposed to be. So praise God for that. And they could have come an hour earlier and been a little bit better on me. But it is cold. It's supposed to get really cold tonight. Heat is not an issue here. I've got the wood stove going. And she's a dandy. I love it. That wood stove is the best investment I've made in the last, well, probably my lifetime. It's a great investment. It's going to get loud, but I want to show y'all this ice on these trees. It really is beautiful, and especially whenever the sun popped out a little bit today and hit it. Looks like you live in like a crystal factory or something, crystal world. All that is ice. You can squeeze them, the needles will fall off. But about halfway down the main holler, and actually at my cousin's house, who used to work, she's retired now, but she worked for the power company. She must have some pull because the power ends right there. And up my way, there is no power unless you make your own. All these pines here, they're coming out. Going to be a pine cutting summer. Those are pretty good size. I hate to do it, they're pretty, but I mean you can just see how they're leaned over at the tops. The tops are fixing to break out of them. And then these up here, I mean, I don't know, I'm just going to fall a bunch of them. I guess if I can get someone to do the boards for sawmill, I might try that, but it's going to be a chore. I've got enough chores Yeah, the wind ain't been blowing here today. Well, not that I know of. But I've had to go over to Uncle Bob's, his generator. We had a time getting it going. And we got his going, and I came back to get mine going, and mine just wasn't going to go. Because old dummy here didn't drain the fuel. You're supposed to let it run drier, drain the fuel out of it. Out of anything that runs off gas that's going to sit for a while. Because I haven't used my generator. The power ain't been out like this in a couple of years. But I know last summer I started it up once, but it's sat there since then. I don't know how old the fuel was. Yeah, we got more coming in. The wood stove, no, it sits out on the floor. I can heat the whole house if I keep a fire going and keep it hot. I can heat the whole house, but where I stay down in the basement, usually I built a door that blocks off the upstairs. There's gas heat upstairs too, and I've got it set on low just so the water won't freeze up. You know, that was one thing. I had to go out to get any type of service and let my people know I was all right. And then, for whatever reason, my truck won't charge my phone. It does, but I have to turn my phone off, and then it goes like really slow. So it was all right. The first night, I had candles and stuff. One thing I didn't have, that if got one of these ice storms coming, or just really next time you're out, if you've got oil lamps, get some oil for them, because you can't find no lamp oil right now either. And I wished I'd have thought about that, but that's one of the things that I have not thought of. Like I said, I had candles and lanterns and all that, but the first night of no power is no problem, but it gets really old really fast. I'm not really sure how the cavemen did it. Sit in the cave around a campfire, I guess. I suppose we'll be all right, but I'd hate to do it tonight. Yeah, there's supposed to be storms all over the country. I know Texas is supposed to get one. They're asking people for bringing their snow plows and everything else down in Texas because they're not used to this sort of thing. Which I didn't think it'd been that long ago, but the last time we had an ice storm like this was 25 years ago. And I remember it. I was here the last time we had an ice storm, and it was about like it is now, except for we had snow with this one. So the trees then and the ground and everything was all ice. Everything was coated with ice, and it was a beautiful thing to look at. But you didn't want to get out there in it because traction was definitely a problem. Oh yeah. And someone told me it was 25 years ago, the last time we had in this area an ice storm like that. It didn't seem to me that it was that long ago, but maybe it was. I don't know. That would have put me in my 20s, so I mean, maybe that was mid-20s, maybe that was right. Early 20s. I don't know. I'm doing pretty good, it seems like nowadays, to keep up with what year it is. That's awful. Anyway, there ain't been much of the old booger activity that I've noticed, but I haven't really been trying to notice anything since the obvious dog food theft But again, there's been snow on the ground, and they just don't come around when there's snow on the ground. I've only found one track around the house in the snow. But they don't move around much in the snow. At least my boogers don't. I got lucky and I did all my laundry. It's all ice. It's pretty. That's how it looked like in the sunlight. But I washed all my clothes the day before this happened, quite by accident, because I had a washer that I could not get to work because everything's computerized now. So I put my old washing machine back in the house and washed my clothes, and I'm throwing that junky computerized crap away. I just got one of the older, you turn the knob and your clothes get washed. You don't push a bunch of buttons and it plays a song for you and all that crap. You don't need that. It's ridiculous. Just something that goes wrong. So I put my old washing machine in after a week worth of trying to find out what was wrong with that one. And they had 10 million videos on it. And I think it was a sensor, like a water level sensor, but there's no information on it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end this one. It's cold. I think I can't feel my hands anymore. But anyway, we're making it. New generator. I'm quite happy with it. I'm gonna wire this sucker in the house and build it a little house right here. Maybe pour me a little concrete pad and build a little house. At least a roof and a couple sides on it. And a door that I can crack open. You gotta have air coming into it and somewhere for the exhaust to go. That's a definite. I mean, that's my stepdad's got their house wired up like that, and yeah. So all you gotta do is start your generator up. You don't have to run 10 million extension cords and all that mess like I got right now, and just wire it into the breaker box. It's brilliant, brilliant. I was unaware of such things. Anyway, everybody keep warm, stay safe, and God bless.